What up, YouTube? What up, Fight World? It's your boy D Dynamite here, aka MrBoxerDie.com, aka I Talk Boxes, aka Mr. Holla at your motherfucking boy in the building, man, and I'm here to drop some boxing knowledge on you. So, people, before I get into the game, let me go ahead and announce that I got a new segment for you guys, man. It's called Quick Thoughts. Quick Thoughts with your boy D Dynamite, man. Anyway, basically what it is your boy D has, since birth, have been late for everything, alright? I'm one late motherfucker. As you can see, I should have dropped this video probably Sunday morning, Saturday night after the fights on Saturday, but it's Tuesday morning and I'm just now giving you guys this video. So I'm going to call this segment Quick Thoughts, because this is just in the event that I can't get the video out to you guys in time. I can kind of give you my quick thoughts on everything that happened this weekend instead of dropping 3 separate videos, wasting your motherfucking time. I got one video that talks about all that shit. Anyway, man, I'm here to drop that shit on you. That's just my quick thoughts, man. So, let's talk about this weekend. We got 3 good fights. Good fights. Best I can say about them. We got Brook versus JoJo Dan, Gary Russel Jr. versus Johnny Gonzalez, and we got Jamal Charlo versus Martirosyan. Alright, so 3 pretty good fights, man. First, let me talk about this Charlo Martirosyan fight. Good fight. For the most part, pretty entertaining. I thought this fight was very evenly matched. I thought, well, god damn it, my words. I thought the fighters were very evenly matched. Alright, they were going head to head in every round. Nobody really did anything to kind of grab the attention of the judges, in my opinion. Both putting in very good work. I mean, I couldn't say that this was a sloppy fight. I thought both fighters displayed a very good level of boxing skills and talent. But they were just very evenly matched, and the fight told the story. All right. I wouldn't have been mad about who got the decision in this fight, whether it would have been Martirosyan. I could see how you could call it for him. Whether it would have been a draw, I can see how you could call it a draw. And obviously, I can see how Jamal Charlo could win the fight. So, with that being said, I'm not mad at this fight. They should probably do a rematch sometime in the future. Not right away. It should probably be sometime, you know, maybe when one of them manages to get a belt, they could fight again to kind of settle things once and for all. But all in all, very evenly matched fight. God damn, why do I keep saying evenly matched? Very competitive fight is what I mean to say. Yeah, competitive. Anyway, man, for the next fight, man, that would be Brook versus JoJo Dan. Now, Brook, man, I thought he looked very sharp in this fight. He looked like Brook in this fight, minus some ring rust. He looked good. He went in there. His jab looked good. He straight right hand looked good down the pipe. He was moving around the ring very well. Kind of giving us the indication that that leg was okay. And that's basically the general consensus, that the leg is okay. But there's something I didn't really get to see out of this fight. And I didn't get to see Brook take some shots, okay? That's what I wanted to see. Because normally when somebody suffers a leg injury, the first thing to go is their legs, okay? A lot of people don't know this, but strong legs equals a strong chin, for the most part. Of course, there are other variables like your neck and, you know, other things like that that help absorb the shock of a punch. But your legs are very, very, very good, how you say, damn it, shock absorbers. How we say it, you know what I'm trying to say. Your legs are a very big part of how well you can take punches. So I didn't get to see Brook take punches. Thus, I'm not really sure how well he's actually recovered from that brutal stabbing that happened. So that was the one thing I wanted to see in order to kind of give me an idea of exactly where he was at. But all in all, he looked like Brook, like I said, minus the ring rust. So I was pretty impressed with Brook. As far as JoJo Dan, he's definitely a world-class fighter. You can't take anything away from Brook. You got people like Khan are kind of trying to disparage his win, but you can't, because JoJo Dan was the mandatory, okay? He is a world-class fighter, and Brook dispatched him like he was nothing, okay? So shouts out to Brook for just, putting on a show for the fans, and not only doing what he was supposed to do by beating JoJo Dan, but going above and beyond by knocking him the fuck out. So that was a pretty good fight. Now on to the last fight of the weekend was Gary Russell Jr. versus Johnny Gonzalez. Now, Gary Russell Jr. looked very good in this fight, man. He looked very sharp. He looked very well prepared for this fight. I can tell that he was coming into this fight with a big chip on his shoulder, man. That Lomachenko fight, I can tell, got into his head, okay? But he came out this fight focused and ready to put an ass whooping on Johnny Gonzalez, and that's exactly what he did, man. He put a hell of an ass whooping on Gonzalez, beat him to the punch. He used his attributes to his advantage, which is exactly what the fuck you're supposed to do. He used his speed, he used his skills, all right? He offset the time, and Gonzalez couldn't do anything, man. You know, he was catching him coming in and then ended up knocking him out as a result of that, man. Shouts out to Gary Russell Jr. This is how I'm used to seeing him fight, by the way, people. All right, the Lomachenko fight, to me, Russell didn't look like himself, all right? He looked gassed out. He looked unprepared in a sense. I don't know if it was attributed to the strength and conditioning coach. Apparently, the last fight was the first time he actually had a strength and conditioning coach, so I'm not sure if that was the problem, but he didn't look like the Gary Russell Jr. that I was used to seeing, all right? So it was good to see Gary Russell Jr., the undefeated fighter, the Olympian, back in the ring fighting Johnny Gonzalez, man. Very impressed with the win, man. And, you know, he didn't overdo it when he won the championship. You know, every time somebody wins a championship for the first time, they kind of overdo it a little bit with the emotion. You know, they're just kind of like, I want to thank everyone. Yeah, thank everyone. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. It's cool, and I'm happy for them, but they just do a little bit too much sometimes. Anyway, man, let me know what you think about this fight after you subscribe, of course, either in the comment section, or you can hit me up on Twitter at BoxX or XDie. You could also hit me on my Facebook community chat page where we could talk that shit at box-or-die, and my website, box-or-die.com. But until next time, it's your boy D Dynamite. I'm signing the fuck out. Holla at your motherfucking boy.